What is going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet LP, as this is NCAA 14 and this is the Stanford Cardinals online Dynasty episode 81, as we're in week 14 and getting ready for the final game of the season. And of course that means it is senior day, as we're here at the farm here at Stanford Stadium, as we're taking on and hosting the Central Michigan Chippewas in the final regular season of the game. Chippewas right now 5-6 for the season, 5-3 in the MAC West Division, leading it right now. As you take a look at the overall pre-game preview here, we're the heavy favorites in this one. But of course, Central Michigan had a roller coaster season. They started off pretty bad. They started off 0-3, losing to Cal, BYU, and Rice. Then they won 2 straight against Eastern Michigan and Ball State, then lost to Western Michigan, and then won against Northern Illinois, but then turned around and lost 2 more against Bowling Green and Toledo. Following the last 2 weeks here, they've won against Kent and UMass there, and trying to see if they can knock off the #1 team in the nation here, as they are trying to at least get this, hopefully try to get this win here today to get a bowl victory. Of course, if they knock us off, that pretty much almost ruins our chances of getting to the national championship. But of course, we still have the Pac-12 Championship to play for. Now, originally I was wanting to get this one scheduled at the beginning of the season, but Steve ended up putting it at the end of the season, and I almost feel like this was like it almost seems like a trap game. Because if you look at their numbers, they're pretty good. They're a pretty good team here. And this is one of those games that we've had a couple of games that came close where the computer, was playing us really good in the first half or so, and then turn around, we found a way, somehow found a way to get back in the game and turn things around here. There you see the top 4 there. Of course, Ohio State at #2, and we're hoping that they will have victory over Michigan State, I believe, at the Big House in this week here. So Ohio State is a team that we could possibly be playing against in the national championship. Of course, they still have to run the table there in the Big Ten, as they still have a championship game to get to. And there you see there Florida, Vanderbilt, and Indiana. For us, like I said, it's been a pretty good season here. We've been playing very well here. Central Michigan, there you see, they're 5-3. They have a game over Western Michigan in the conference playoffs there. But overall, Western Michigan, by far the best team right now in the MAC West, even though they are in second place in their conference standings. So, excuse me, as we go ahead and take a look here and see the rest of the at least the roster here for Central Michigan. They got a decent fullback, nobody over 85, so we're not too worried about that. We don't have too many superstars here, but we do have some guys that could drum up some trouble for us. Alex Humphreys here, 6'1", 204 pounds, has some decent numbers here. Not the greatest numbers in the world there, but he does have great acceleration and great speed. So if he gets out of that backfield there, just one good block there, and he is pretty much gone and taken off there. He can make a nice run there. Joseph Bray is the quarterback, technically the starter is actually Jimmy Ramsauer. Excuse me. No, actually Bray is the starter. Jimmy Ramsauer, I believe, is going to be our starter here. I have to take a look at his numbers there. And there you see great throw accuracy there. Not too much power, but his accuracy is going to be very key here. So if we can probably apply some pressure on him and have him to overthrow things, he's going to pretty much hit his target for the most part there. But just the power that he needs to get to that target there is not the greatest. So we'll have to try to see what we can do there on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, we have to watch for this young man. Now, this is not the Justin Houston, but a Justin Houston, 6'2", 237-pound senior redshirt. He has now 4 interceptions. He's actually leading interceptions, fumbles, and I believe tackles. pretty much the three main components in this year's defensive side of the ball. So he is definitely their defensive player there they have, and he can definitely cause some havoc if he has a good day. And we're going to try to see if we can try to avoid that here in today's game and this matchup here against the Chippewas defense. So we'll try to see what we can do, try to steer clear here from him if we can. Here you see some of the injuries there. Harris is going to be out for 10 weeks, upper arm fracture. Bray, their starting quarterback, he's got a foot fracture. He's out for the season. And then, of course, Anderson, torn shoulder. He's out for 3 weeks. So some of their top guys there on the offensive side of the ball, they're not going to be in the game here. Like I said, Ramsauer did win the last 2 games, or pretty much have done what he could do here in the last couple of weeks ever since Bray went down that injury. I'm not for sure exactly when, but I believe it was not that long ago that Bray was out with that injury. So Zach Melton, he's going to run this one back as we do get the ball here first to start off the game here, as he does run this one back for a 22-yard return. As Stanford, like I said, we'll start off here at the farm. So a beautiful day here in Northern California. Sun is out. Fans are really go here. Of course, it is senior day, so we are going to drop in a couple seniors here that don't necessarily get to play too often here. We'll throw some of those in there and, of course, honor them during halftime. But right now, so far, I would just see there a nice run there from Brandon Walker, as he is doing a really good job here in the last couple of games here, really taking over as you see him make a nice run there. And that's a gain of 4 on the play. It puts him now to a 3rd and 2 coming up here for Stanford. As Stanford's running games has been doing very well here this season. 3rd and 2 now coming up as Brandon Walker is still on the field here. So we'll see what he can do. We'll see if Davis, this will be a passing situation or it'll be a running situation. A nice run there from Walker. If he just would have ran that one out on the left outside there, he would have definitely had a bigger run. So now 1st and 10 here as the Stanford Cardinals still hold on to the football here. Doing so far here, pretty much having a pretty decent running game starting off here today. As we'll see the play clock ran, or the play clock ran down to 7, and we'll snap the ball. And Graham, of course, will get 3 yards of that carry. He's getting close to 1,000 yards here. I think he can get to 1,000 yards here today if he can have a nice 100-yard game. 2nd and 7 now coming up here for the Stanford Cardinals, as we have not seen Davis yet throw a football. So far, it's been pretty much all the running game here. Davis drops back here, fires this one. Nice slant pass there to Clint Williams, who gets a 10-yard reception. Of course, Clint Williams having a couple of games here as of late. And, of course, Isaiah having a nice game just a week ago, I think, the last episode there. Episode, yeah, he had 3 touchdowns. He has now 27 for the season. He was 13 of 17 in that game, 204 yards in that game. Of course, Clint Williams had his 9th touchdown reception of the touchdown catch of the season. Of course, I believe he is leading. He actually is 2nd place right now behind Sears. So we'll see a 2nd and 6 coming up as Will Davis here under center here in the I formation. So far, doing a great job here of just eating away at this clock and, of course, taking their time. And this off there to Graham. Graham gets a good block there, gets back inside, and gets a gain of 4 on the play. Going to now a 3rd and 3 coming up. So 3rd and 3 now coming up here for the Cardinals as we are trying to get something going here and try to get this clock moving. We'll see a handoff there to Graham, and this is going to actually stop Graham. Excuse me, as the Chippewas come up. The Chippewas do a great job there stopping us. Now, but Coach T.J. Bond says, hey, you know what? Let's go for it here. 4th and 1. Hand this off to Walker. Walker gets a nice run. He almost gets inside the 30, and he's going to be stopped somewhere around the 32-yard line and get the 1st down. So nice job there converting the 4th down conversion. We'll see if they continue this drive here and try to maybe punch this one now into the end zone. 1st and 10 coming up as Davis pretty much, I talked to Coach TJ Bonds before this game, and throughout the week he says the game plan is really just for the team to get into the end zone There you see Rodney Sears, 32-yard reception. Great job there from Isaiah Davis. And what I was going to say was he was told Isaiah, hey, just slow down the game, think about what you're doing, and just make good, crisp passes there. There you see there, he make a nice, crisp pass there to one of his number one target, really, that being Rodney Sears. Great job there getting that one to him, and they now lead this one 7-0 here against Central Michigan. Ramsauer now drops back in the pocket, throws this one there, and that almost gets tipped away there by Jolly, as Ramsauer almost seen that one going back for a pick six. 2nd and 10 coming up here. As we'll see, Ramsauer drops back in the pocket, throws this one screen pass there to Humphreys. And now, like I said, this is one of the guys that one of the definitely halfbacks I think this season by far that I'm not looking forward to playing against here, as he can catch that ball in the backfield there. And with the right block, just that one good block, he can take off like a bat out of hell. As you see Price up the middle, gets a great catch, gets 10 yards there, but he's going to be short, just shy of the first down marker. And Central Michigan will elect to punt. 1st and 10 here, coming up after the punt here. They get the ball all their own 40-yard line. Stanford here taking a 7-point lead here. Just 10 seconds left here. Nice play there from the defense, coming around there and grabbing our Graham there. That is Justin Houston. I told you, the young man, he can play some good football as a great linebacker there. We'll see what he can do here as Graham's going to run this one here. Graham getting shoestring tackle there for a big gain of 10. It's going to put him at 3rd and 3 coming up here. And we'll see what Davis can try to do. So now, like I said, in a situation like this, Coach T.J. Bond says Davis just needs to take his time, observe, and if you have to make a pass, look at your guys, check them down, see who's open, see who's not open, and then just find the guy that you need, the open man that you can get to. And that's exactly what we've seen so far. Like we said, in that that pass there, he threw to Sears, as we get a 1st down there off a nice run. 1st and 10 coming up here for Davis, as they are on the Chippewa's 40-yard line. Play clock running down to 5 here. They'll snap the ball here, hand this one off to Terrell Hell. He'll run this one for a gain of 2. Of course, Terrell Hell, not a traditional fullback or halfback, but he does play some halfback. He occasionally does play some wide receiver. We did recruit him as a wide receiver, but we're putting him in that halfback position there to give him some that extra experience there. 2nd and 8 coming up here, as we'll see. McCall now in motion, the 2nd string tight end. Davis drops back in the pocket here. Davis can't find nobody. Davis going to call his own number instead. He's going to run down the field here. Get this one's inside the 30. I believe they push him out somewhere around the 22-yard line. So now 1st and 10 here after that big run from Davis. Nice job there holding on to the football and deciding not to throw after he realized there was nobody open for him. We'll see what he can do here on this 1st and 10 coming up after that big run. Davis drops back in the pocket. Davis looking down the field. Davis fires this one up the middle. Nice slant pass there to Andrew Barber, who gets a gain of 11. And a new set of downs there for the Stanford Cardinals. As you see, the fans really liking what they are seeing from this young man here so far, as he has taken over the quarterback position since the start of this season. So actually, since the first game, actually. So we'll now see here, handoff there to Graham. Graham's going to run this one in there. No problem getting in there to the end zone, untouched. As Philip Graham gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. And that is, I believe, Philip Graham's, I believe that is touchdown number 15 for him, or excuse me, number 14 for him, actually, this season. His first of the day. And we'll see how he fares here later on. 14-0 here in the first half here. 3:15 left here in the first half. We'll see Ramsauer here has plenty of time to throw. Throw this one to O'Connor. O'Connor open, but just could not hold on to it, as it was right on accuracy there. Not too much power. Like I said, Ramsauer got great accuracy, but not too good of a power throw there for him. As Ramsauer gets hit hard, and Brown, one of his offensive linemen there, picks it up. That's a loss of 8 on that sack. Great stop there from the defense. Take a look at the replay here. And Young will be the guy that will come in here, get the hit, cause the fumble. And, of course, Chippewas will hold on, maintain the possession of this ball, but it's going to be back 8 yards. Puts them now at a 3rd and 20. 3rd and 20 now coming up here. This is something that the defense loves to chomp at the bit here on this type of play. And see a deep pass there. That's going to go to Price. Price gets the catch. He is going down the line, and he is into the end zone. Joel Price, 85 yards, and Central Michigan on the board. Great play there as he just, Ramsauer just heaves that one there. Take a look at this. Stride for both men. But Price just having a better, just a foot more, just a yard or two more, distance there on his corner, and he gets past his man and gets down the line, gets down the field here, and puts 6 points on the board. Now it's 14-7, just a one possession game. 2:30 left here in the first half. We'll see Graham here runs this one on the left hand side. Excuse me. And that makes it 2nd and 6 coming up. So now 2nd and 6 coming up here, getting close to 2 minutes here in this first half. We'll see Davis here hands this one off there to Graham once again. Graham getting a good block here. There's Justin Houston on the tackle, but it's too late as we do get the first down, as Graham has now over 40 yards now here in today's game. 1st and 10 coming up here. As you see, we're trying our best to try to avoid the Houston, but Houston's just a great player. He's on the field right now, but he's just one of those great players there that can just really just haunt your quarterback. As you see, our quarterback find the size of slide there, makes a nice slide, and it gets the first down. 1st and 10 coming up here, and so we'll see a minute 22 left here in the first half. Davis throws this one up, heaves this up there, and that's a great stop there from Patrick Cole. Gets his first deflection of the day and makes it now a 2nd and 6. So now 2nd and 6 coming up here for Central Michigan, or excuse me, for Stanford here. Davis drops back, throws one up the middle there to his tight end. That is Sears, and Rodney Sears gets a 21-yard reception for a first down. Nice catch there from the tight end. We'll see if we can keep this drive going here. A minute left here, trying to score at least 3 points here before we get to the half. A good hit there. I don't think Isaiah Davis had realized where Jones was, but Tucker Jones comes in for the tackle there, and just David just held on to the ball just too long. So now 2nd and 18 after the sack. We'll see what Davis can do here, try to recoup here. Looks down the field here, throws up that one to Hunter. Hunter gets a great catch. Frank Hunter start being one of those names that we're starting to realize here this season, especially the second half of the season. Great catch there from him. He gets us inside the 20 for a 1st and goal coming up here. Nice catch there from the big tight end. And we'll see if he can try to help us finish this drive off. 1st and goal coming up here, just 38 seconds left here in the first half. Davis and the Cardinals down on the 10-yard line. We'll see what they're going to do here, see if they're going to run it or they're going to pass it. They're going to go ahead and pass here. Davis drops back, throws one to Williams, and Williams had it but could not, or no, he dropped it. They say it was an incomplete pass, so Williams could not hold on to that one. So now we go to a 2nd and goal coming up. Excuse me. 2nd and goal coming up here, 24 seconds left here in the game. Play clock running down to 7. Davis drops back here. He got to get rid of the football, but he gets taken down for a loss of 6 on the play as Tucker Jones and the crew comes in there again and gets a hold of the QB. So now 3rd and goal coming up here. He's got to put it in the end zone here this time. It's just 6 seconds left. 2 timeouts remaining. Davis here has to get rid of the football there. He cannot. And they call a quick timeout. Maybe try to kick a field goal here and try to put up 3 points on the board before the half. 4th and goal coming up, 2 seconds left here. We'll see if we can put an additional 3 points, make it a 10-point game here for Stanford. As we'll see the kick is up. The kick is up, and it is no good. It comes up short. Take a look here. And, just bad on that kick right there. They had the distance. I've never seen the kicker miss that kind of kick. But there, he just underpowers that one and cannot get in the end zone. But we have a 7-point lead going into the half here as Price made that nice catch there for the Chippewas. And you see the defense really starting to get to that offensive line there of ours. Of course, if you know anything about our offensive line this season, it's kind of been wobbly at times, especially when we have the lead. They end up we get on cruise control for whatever reason, and then they just forget that they're actually playing a game, and cause big time hits and sacks like that on Davis. As you take a look there, 86 yards rushing, 108 yards in the air for us, 94 for Chippewas, and only -8, I believe, for the Chippewas rushing. So we'll start off the second half here. Chippewas, of course, get the ball here as we did start the first half with the ball, and we'll see a nice touchback there for the Chippewas to start off here. So the Chippewas will start off their own 25-yard line here. 1st and 10 coming up, as we'll see what we can do here against Ramsauer. Ramsauer looking around here, throws this one there, throws it away as pressure is put upon him, and it's going to be a 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10 coming up here for Ramsauer and for the Chippewas. As you see a man in motion, and that'll be the tight end there. As Ramsauer here throws this one there to Howard. Howard gets the catch, and he gets a 5-yard reception, his first reception of the day, as Johnny Howard gets 5 on that one here today. As we'll see now, you see there Humphreys in the backfield there with Ramsauer. Ramsauer drops back in the pocket here, looks, fires this one, finds Humphreys, but Humphreys could not hold on to the football there. I think he had heard footsteps there, and that kind of scared him off and not be able to get the catch. So we'll get the ball here after the punt here on our own 45-yard line, as Graham here runs this one for a 2-yard carry, gets stuffed there, but does get some positive yards there to help out the ball club. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Cardinals, as Davis here drops back, comes off to the right-hand side here, looks up, fires, throw this one there deep, and Patrick Cole picks it off. We seen him earlier tip one away, and that should have been an early warning sign there for Davis to avoid that young man there, but unfortunately that is not going to be the case this time around, as Cole picks this one off and gets possession now back to Stanford, or it's back to the Chippewas here. So Stanford's defense back out here. Try to see if we can try to get this ball back here. Ramsauer throws there quickly to Barnes, and Benson makes the stop there as Ken Barnes gets 5 yards on the reception. Ramsauer over 100 yards now here in today's game with that, of course, that big touchdown there in the first half. 2nd and 5 coming up. Ramsauer throws this one up there to Price. Price gets the catch. Price is going to be brought down, but not until he gets that first down, as he does get this one there. 1st and 10 now for the Chippewas. 1st and 10 for the Chippewas, as we'll see here. Hand this off to Humphreys. Humphreys there trying to break it. He does break a tackle, maybe 2, and gets a gain of 5 yards there. So he's now finally getting some positive yardage now here in this game. He's had a tough time there in the first half getting something going there for himself. Price now in motion. We'll see Ramsauer drops back in the pocket, throws this one off to Barnes to the right-hand side. Barnes breaks a tackle, but there is a flag on the field here. We'll see who this is on, and we'll see who this laundry belongs to. It looks like it's going to be a personal foul, and it's going to be roughing the passer on the defense there. It's going to be called on Eric Reese, roughing up Ramsauer there, and that is just not discipline at all. It's Coach T.J. Bonds there is livid. So now they get an extra 15 yards here after that play. 1st and 10 now here on the Cardinals 35-yard line. That's going to be a pass, but it's going to be deflected by Clayton as he makes a nice deflection there. As we go now to a 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ramsauer under center here with Humphreys in the backfield. Ramsauer drops back in the pocket here, looks around, scrambles around, and gets picked off by Clayton. And you got to give it assist there, I believe, to Eric Reese, who put his hands on the QB as the QB was throwing that football there. That's what caused the bad pass there. But Art Clayton picks it off there, gets the ball back, and gets us now possession here on our own 32-yard line. 1st and 10 now here after the interception. Davis drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there to deep. That one's to Barber. Barber gets the catch. Barber's taking this one all the way down to near the 15-yard line inside the Chippewas. Red zone. That's a big play there. Now we'll see if they can finish it off here. 1st and 10 coming up here. Just less than 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. 14-7 here in this ball game. Davis drops back in the pocket, throws one up to Barber again. Gets a great catch. 9 yards on the reception. Makes it now 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 coming up here for the Cardinals. Davis here calling audible here. He doesn't like what he sees from the defense. So he's again calling something else here. He doesn't care for what he sees. He's reading something. As Davis here scrambles around here, Davis gonna get caught there on that sack. He's gonna lose 4 on that play as he tried to get away from the defense. Brian Bennett is the sack and the tackle there on our QB. As Davis he read something there, but he just could not figure out what it was. And maybe it was the blitz that he read or something like that, but he had kept calling audibles here. So now we'll see what he can do here on this 3rd and 5 coming up. 3rd and 5 coming up. He's calling another audible here, yelling out something. Maybe changes some routes here for some receivers here. Davis drops back here, scrambles around to the right-hand side, looks down the field here, scrambles. Throw this one across his body there to Hunter, and Hunter gets the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a play from Davis, especially thrown across his body. That's a huge no-no, kids. Remember that. Do not throw across your body because you don't get too lucky on plays like that, and that's a big play. 21-7 now here. A 2-possession lead here for the Cardinals. Ramsauer now drops back here in the pocket, throws this one up there. That's going to be batted away by Vincent Benson, and that'll be a great job, a great stop there from him. As the defense starting to come alive here. 2nd and 10 now coming up. Ramsauer for the Chippewas here. Throws this one off there to Arlington. Arlington gets the catch, and he will get a 6-yard catch there for 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 here for Ramsauer and the Chippewas. Ramsauer throws this one up there. Nice slant pass there to Barnes. Barnes tries to break a tackle, but he's going to be met at midfield for the 1st down. Great pass there from Ramsauer to Barnes on that play. Let's see if they can finish this drive off. As we see a handoff there to Humphreys. Looked like it was going to be a triple option, actually. It looked like Price was going to be in the middle of that play, but Price did not get the football there. A bit of an easy. Surprisingly enough, I'm surprised that they did not give it to Price because he could have easily ran that one off to the right-hand side there. We'll see now 2nd and 8 coming up. Ramsauer throws this one now to Humphreys as Jude tried to get there. But he gets 11 yards on the reception as he's got over 160 yards now here in today's game there through the air for Ramsauer. Ramsauer having a great job, doing a great job here. Even though they're down by 2 possessions, he's still passing very well there as he unfortunately just cannot get the guys to connect on those pass plays there. As again, Barnes drops the football there for incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up here. Just 15 seconds left here in the quarter. We'll see Humphreys meets up with a defender, and a nice stop there as he gets 3 yards of that carry. Now we'll see a 4th and 7 coming up. So 4th and 7 as we start the 4th quarter here. Chippewas have the football here. They got to try to get on the board here, try to get this 1st down. They got to get inside somewhere close to the 20 here to get the 1st down. Ramsauer throws this one to Howard. Howard breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles, finally being brought down and gets enough there for the 14-yard reception. And, of course, the 1st down. 1st and 10 here for Ramsauer and the Chippewas. Chippewas have a man in motion. 5:43 left here in this quarter. As we'll see Ramsauer here drops back in the pocket. Ramsauer throws this one there to Harris. Harris catches this one, but he's out of bounds. But he gets a gain of 6 on the play. His first catch of the day for Lee Harris. We'll go now to a 2nd and 4 coming up. And we'll see Ramsauer here drops back in the pocket here, looking down the field. Has plenty of time here. It's going to go ahead and throw this one there to Harris. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. I'm surprised it did not call a legal forward pass because I believe he did pass the line of scrimmage there on that play. So now play action here from Ramsauer. Ramsauer throws one on the back of the corner of the end zone there, but it's going to be incomplete as that one could not get in there. They could not hold on to the floor. Could not stay in bounds there for that play. 4th and 4 coming up here. Ramsauer drops back in the pocket, throws one up the middle there, and that's a great catch to Arlington. Gene Arlington, touchdown. 11 yards on the reception. And now that puts us them into an earshot of us. 21-14. So we take a look here. Notre Dame looks like they are going to be oh, they could knock off USC here. 32-28. USC takes the lead right now. Less than 5 minutes left here in this one. 1st and 10, 21-14. Stanford has a 7-point lead. McCall in motion here. Davis hands this one off to Graham. Graham's going to run this one here on the outside and gets a 9-yard carry for a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 coming up here. Davis, of course, now he knows in this situation here, he's got to manage the clock as much as he possibly can here and give his offensive line time to breathe. And of course, we'll start seeing changing of the backs here as we see Hale here. He'll make a nice 3-yard carry for the first. It'll be a 1st and 10 with a new set of downs for the Stanford Cardinals. Stanford Cardinals have 12 first downs as Chippewas have 5 in this game. 1st and 10 coming up. Graham in the backfield there. Of course, taking their time here. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Some point here, Chippewas are going to have to start thinking about taking those timeouts here if they want to stay in this game. Graham here runs this one there. A nice run there. Gets to the 50-yard line. Gets pushed out for the first. Great run there from Philip Graham. 1st and 10 here. After the play, clock is still continuing to tick away here as they just got to chew enough clock here to get themselves, try to keep themselves in this game here and take the lead. Davis here almost gets hit by that defenseman, but holds on to the football there. Gets a nice carry of 5 on the play. He needs to slide. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Davis, again, just needs to manage the play clock here. Doesn't have to do too much big here. Winning by 7 is not an issue. And we'll see there, no gain there on that play as Graham gets stuffed there behind the line. Doesn't lose anything, but definitely does not gain anything. 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Stanford Cardinals. A crucial 3rd down here. Of course, they get to, if they do not convert for this 3rd down, then they got to make a big decision if they go for it or not and put everything on the line here for the way their defense is. See Davis here somehow gets to, no, he is short of the 1st down. And it's going to be 4th and inches now. Joel James will come out here. We'll see what Joel James can do. Hopefully Davis is fine. 4th and 1 coming up. Well, they're going to go ahead and go for it here. Coach Teddy Bond says, oh, no, not what we needed. Chippewas make a nice stop. And that's a turnover on downs there on the Cardinals. Chippewas did a great job there making that stop. Now the Chippewas have a chance now to tie this ball game up. 2:02 left here in the 4th quarter. Ramsauer drops back here in the pocket, throws this one there. That is to Garcia. And Cody Garcia gets the catch for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Chippewas. Man in motion. We'll see what Ramsauer has in store here for this defense. Ramsauer here throws this one up there. That's going to be a deep pass, but no one's going to get to it. As I believe Ramsauer believed there was just too much pressure. And, of course, couldn't find the guy he was wanting to get to there on that pass play, so he had to throw it away. 3rd and 8 coming up. Ramsauer here. He's going to get rid of the football there, but he's going to be taken down for a loss. That's a loss of 8 on the play. Nice stop there from the defense as they come on, grab him and take him down. And I believe that is Williams on that sack there. So nice job there from Williams. 4th and 15 coming up here for Ramsauer and the Chippewas. This is going to be a deep pass up, and this is going to be picked up by Zach Melton. Great job there from Zach Melton as he's trying to run this one back for a pick six, but going to be stopped at the 50-yard line. Great job there from Zach Melton, who pretty much sealed this game here now. Now we'll see what Joel James can do coming back on the field here. No, it's going to be Davis. Davis is going to come back to finish this one off here. 1:20 left here. Hand this one off to Graham. Graham's going to run this one up the middle. No problem there. And the Chippewas will burn their 2nd time out here in the half. 3rd and 5 coming up here for Stanford here. as we'll see a handoff there from Davis to Graham. Graham's going to run this one here on the outside. Graham trying to maneuver around the defender, but gets a gain of 10 before you stop there, just shy. Somewhere around the 35-yard line there. He gets the first down. Clock is still ticking away as, of course, Central Michigan has no timeouts remaining here. So pretty much it's just going to be a game here that Davis can just manipulate the clock here, take his time here, utilize the play clock and the game clock as much as he possibly can here. Walker runs this one there, and Walker got to be met quickly there for a 2-yard loss from William Jackson. His second tackle for loss there in the game. 2nd and 12 coming up here. Just 24 seconds left here. Don't have to do too much here. Maybe just snap the ball just to keep the clock running here. But 2nd and 12 here. Stanford's going to walk away with a 7-point win here against Central Michigan. As we'll see, Graham here runs this one. Graham, no one follows him. Graham goes all the way down to the 5-yard line. 3 seconds left here. I don't know what they're going to do. No, they're going to call a timeout. Coach Teddy Bond says, hey, I want to put one more thing on the board here. We'll see. Excuse me. If they can put 7 or 6 on the board here. Hand this off to Graham. Graham runs this one on the outside there. Graham gets pushed out there, but he gets into the end zone. Touchdown. And that right there is the ball game, as they're going to lead this one by 2 possessions here, as Graham made a big run there, and Coach Teddy Bonds after the game said, hey, I want to finish this game off, want to finish that drive off, want to give him a chance to get a shot at getting a touchdown, and that's exactly what they did in this one. Excuse me. Final score 28-14. Stanford wins this one here, as they are remaining the #1 team in the nation. Congratulations there to Stanford on this big win, or this nice win here. Close game here. Central Michigan, if they had another 2 or 3 minutes, especially if they would have got that 4th down conversion, they could have easily came back in this game pretty quickly the way they were going down the field there. But our defense did a great job there of stopping them. And of course, like I said, this is one of those games that I was just really trying to be very cautious about. I think I was a little too cautious at times, but for the most part here, we did a great job. Of course, Zach Melton helping us out there, getting that interception and making sure this game was put away. And that was something I was looking for all game long from him. And of course, several others there in the secondary. 9 for 12 there for Davis, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He completed 75% of his passes. He was sacked 4 times in the game. And of course, his longest pass was 52 yards there in the game. So young man did a great job there of playing the game. Unfortunately, had a little bit of a blemish there. He had the interception, but hey, you know, what is that interception? I think that's interception number 20 for him. So he has 29 touchdowns for the season with 20 interceptions. If he could get rid of half of those interceptions here, he would have a miraculous season as a sophomore. Graham 17 of 120, 2 touchdowns. He has now 15 rushing touchdowns for the season. Davis had 8 carries for 14 yards. Walker 7 for 33, and of course Terrell Hill had 2 for 5. On the receiving side, Barber 4 for 75 or 76, no score. But Sears had 2 catches for 53 yards, which was kind of a quiet day for him. He also had a touchdown, his 12th of the season. Hunter, he had a touchdown, his 3rd of the year. He caught two balls for 42 yards. And of course, Williams had a reception of 1 catch for 10 yards. Defensively, Jolly 5 tackles, the most tackles for the game for us. Jude 3 tackles, a tackle for loss, his 2nd of the season. Young 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. He has now 13 tackles for loss for the season, and of course a sack in the game, which is his 7th of the season. Zach Melton, his 6th interception this season. He's leading interceptions right now for the ball club, and I think he he is leading that in NCAA. If not, he's I believe in second place, if I'm not mistaken. If he's not leading, he's definitely in second place. And of course, Williams on the defensive side of the ball, a tackle for loss, his 10th of the year, and of course his 9th sack. He had a nice sack in the game. Of course, Clayton had an interception. It was his 2nd of the season. Excuse me, for this season. Then of course, you're taking a look there you see Central Michigan's numbers there. Pretty good game there from them. Like I said, this is one of those games that I get kind of fearful for, because I'm not for sure how that's going to turn out. Especially, usually, if you're familiar with the NCAA games, usually the last game of the season, regardless if it's a conference or non-conference game, the game gets kind of really it just gets really amped up. And regardless of the record or whatever, it goes up to 12, and just you gotta figure out, okay, how the hell do I do this? How do I run the ball? How do I pass the ball? Which it seemed like we didn't have trouble running the ball or passing the ball for the most part here. But yeah, I mean, we did give up 14 points there, but you got to give up something to get something. So, but that is it for this episode of the Stanford Cardinals Online Dynasty. Stay tuned as we get ready. We have a bye week coming up in week 15. I'm not going to cover anything in that because it's just going to be recruiting, just last minute recruiting. So the next episode you guys will see will be the championship game. Will be the Pac-12 Championship game, to be exact. And we'll see who we play in that. I'm not going to say who it is. I think you guys should know who it is by now. But we'll see who we play in that coming up. That should be a good one, and I cannot wait. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's USC. So it should be a good one there. We haven't played them for a while now, especially in the regular season. So we'll see how we do there as we head on back down to San Diego. Yes, lovely San Diego for the Pac-12 Championship game there. And we'll see how well we'll do in that one. Of course, winner of that. Of course, they would like to knock us off because that gives them a chance to for bragging rights. But of course, we're trying to stay alive to play for that national championship, to play against Ohio State, and we'll see how Ohio State does, because they had a game this actually the same week as this Chippewa game. They played against Michigan at the Big House. So we'll see how things come about here coming up in the next episode. So stay tuned for episode 82, as like I said, Pac-12 Championship coming up, and you guys will see that coming up here very, very soon. As always, keep yourselves, each other healthy. Check us out on socials down below: Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Follow us on Patreon. We do have a Patreon page, and of course we do have Discord. Check us out there also. And don't forget to check out our main channel. Check out our other series, our other NCAA series, the Hide of Scotty's Team Builder series there on the main channel. There's a link down below also there in the description for that series also. So again, as always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.